Hi guys, thought you might be interested in an unboxing. I haven't done one of these before, but I thought it'd be something different. This is a compressor that was sold by Lidl, very recent. In fact, it started today, and I thought you might be interested to see what it's like. I don't even know what it's like yet because I haven't unboxed it, and it was £79. So it's the parts made by Parkside, and it's the PK0270A2 compressor. Now, if anybody's interested, there are the specs on the screen, and it's 8 bar, so that's a pretty good pressure at a very reasonable price, but we'll find that out once we've unboxed it. So we'll just get some cutters first of all and cut through this. Oh, that'll be off. And they packaged it up quite well, by the way. Use the elbow. Quite impressed with that. That's quite well packaged, that. Try to look at that, if you can see that in there. Yeah. Quite well packaged. So hopefully it's reached us in one piece. Let's start to unpack it. Right. Let's see what we've got. Okay, delivery hose, air delivery hose. Good quality stuff. Reinforced inside. Quite nicely wrapped up. Put that to one side. Wheels. Set wheels with the axle. Let's do here. There's one. And two. And some sort of foot. It's got some sort of foot, probably for the other end. Just the end of the wheels, stop it moving around. They're quite good hefty bolts. Okay. Okay, thank you. Now we have what looks like an air filter. Now I actually work in the hire business, so I see a lot of equipment, and obviously air compressors is part of my job. That looks like some sort of filler cap for the oil, and this looks like the air filter for the air to be sucked in. We'll just have a look, and actually that looks quite well made. Let's have a look in there, see what's going on. Just move that over there. Ah, right, okay, there's your air filter. Okay. Alright, yeah, it's quite a decent air filter. Not a sponge, it's a proper air filter. So that's quite impressive. Plastic's good, the mouldings are good quality mouldings. So, I mean, most of the other type of compressors you get, which are quite cheap, are from Clark, and at the moment this is looking on to be very good quality actually. Quite impressed with that. Good thread on there, decent thread. for it to screw into the side of the cylinder head. Okay, put that to one side. Let's see what other goodies we've got. Right, well, it looks like the actual compressor. So just give me a minute to get it out, okay? Okay, right. By the miracles of modern video editing, is out of the box. And we have a certain cover on it. Okay. It does seem to come with a full instruction manual, which I don't doubt is in a dozen different languages. And oh yes, look, it's written by a guy named Ian. No, kidding. That's obviously the serial number. Okay. So excellent. Fast description. Troubleshooting problems. List of all the parts and how to assemble the thing. So very good manual. Very helpful, I think, to anybody who's not used to doing compressors. I don't doubt it's in different languages. Yes, it is German and such like. Gives you possible causes of troubleshooting and a remedy to try and fix them. There shouldn't be too many problems with this type of compressor. Usually if you look after it and don't try and make it do more than what it's designed to do, then you shouldn't have any problems. So that's the manual anyway. Quite a substantial one and quite a good guide. There's also, I'll put the links at the end of the video, but there's got www.service.com, Lidl service.com there. As I say, I'll put these links on the bottom of the video, okay, for your perusal. Right, let's see what else we've got here. Right, let's put this to one side. Right, and what do we have here? We have a mains cable, which is, oh right, okay, these are all tied up. Aha! There we go. Straps. Let's just put that over there. Okay. Oh, that's good. Yeah, good reasonable length of cable on there. 3 meters, I think, possibly. Of mains lead. And obviously the proverbial sealed plug, 13 amp plug with a protector on it, and I'm assuming that will be a 13 amp fuse in there, because I think this motor is probably at least 1 kilowatt, if not more. I don't know how easy that's going to be to get out. Oh, there you go. Yeah. It looks like a 13 amp fuse. Yes, it is. 13 amp fuse, which I expected. So it's fully protected. Moulded plug, and it's a British Standard approved. It's got the kite mark on it. I don't know if you can see that. So I've used a good quality plug, and the cable is 2.5, so it's plenty heavy duty. Heavy enough to take the load, no problem at all. Okay, now I'm assuming, I think I see a little sign down there saying there is no oil in this compressor. I have a feeling. Let's have a look. Okay, right, yes, there is a warning on this. Before first use, check the oil level and replace the transport oil plug by a supplied oil plug. So in other words, that's that little plastic grommet there. So they've obviously just put that in there for transportation use only. This is the on and off switch, this here. You pull that up to turn it on. clicks up and you push it down to turn it off. Now I know for a fact this is a very good quality switch, because most other compressor manufacturers use this type of switch, so that's very good. So that's excellent. That's so far the quality of this is absolutely brilliant for the money. Absolutely incredible. Right, I've got to peel that off, haven't we? Right, pressure gauge. That's your output pressure gauges. Very easy to read. And you've got another one on the other side. That's really very good quality. I'm very impressed with this. I mean, I've seen thousands of compressors, and I've actually commissioned thousands of compressors, and the quality on this is excellent. Right, what you see there is a pressure release valve in case it over pumps. That will push itself out and it will stop the tank from exploding. I know that sounds a bit vicious, but if it carried on pumping, it probably, yes, it could in fact explode. It actually does give some details there. I don't think you can see that. My camera's decided it's not going to focus very well. It doesn't like to go in too close on micro. Good warnings on there to read the instruction manual. And also there's a data plate here which gives you data about the actual tank. So again, very good quality. Now underneath is a drain. We're actually sitting on it at the moment, but that is a drain. You unscrew that. As I say, all the other little small compressors have them like that. Well, actually, I've seen them bigger than that. Have the same type of drain on them. And what you have to do is drain the water out every once in a while, because of constant use, heat generates water or vapour, and it goes into the bottom of the tank. And a little bit of oil will travel in there as well from the compressor. And if you don't drain it often and you start it to build up on a hot day, it could actually cause you problems safety wise. It can become flammable, and under extreme pressure it would work like a diesel engine and probably go bang. So you know, this is not to frighten you, this is just to give you instructions on a safe use of one of these compressors. What else do we have here? Oh right, yes, we have the tank valve. There's a popper valve in here, and as the air is compressed in, the valve opens, allows it going into the tank, and then it closes, and then it opens again for the next puff of air. So, but I'm very impressed with this. They've actually protected it as well with looks like an aluminium shielding. Got a drain plug there for the sump. I'm absolutely totally impressed with this. The quality is very, very good. I mean, I don't know what you want for 80 quid. Well, £79, but that's absolutely excellent. And obviously you've got all the plastic ducting here. This is so that the fan at the back, which I shall show you, well, you probably won't be able to see the fan, but there is a fan. It's at the back. It's in there. Oh, you can actually just see it. That fan spins around and keeps the compressor cool, and also keeps the motor cool as well. So hence the ducting, because the air has to be transferred across the cylinder head to keep it cool, or well, to keep it cooler. I mean, they're still going to get hot. It's like any engine, anything with a piston going up and down, it's bound to get hot. On here, actually the ones these are your outlets. Again, very good quality. I'm very impressed with these. Absolutely marvellous finish, I can't believe it. It's excellent. And this here is your pressure regulator. This controls the pressure. to the outlets. So yeah, I'm absolutely bang on impressed with this. This is a good quality compressor. It's very well made, well thought out. Yeah, excellent. Even down to the handle, it's been welded on there. Absolutely spot on. Good welding. Very good. Yep, excellent. We've even got inspection hatches, one on each end. So if you need it to be inspected inside with a little camera, it can be. But if you're just an occasional user, which this is designed for, it's not really designed for industrial use, but I'm saying that the build quality is excellent. Let's listen to that. Yeah, even the tank sounds like it's been made of some decent material. I can't tell you how thick it is, obviously. It might actually give you that data in the handbook, but it's absolutely brilliantly thought out. Well impressed. Right, that's where the air filter goes, which we will put on. Okay, right, now let's get a bit of screwed on. I think that's possibly it's just like a little stopper. There you go. It's just like a little stopper, and you've got the thread in there for the air filter. Excellent. Right, you won't need to over tighten this. Now it should hopefully make sure it's straight before we go any further. Don't want to get a cross thread. There you go. Yeah, it's got to be careful when you screw one of these on, because you can get a cross thread if you're not careful. Right, there you go. Good quality. Yeah, I'm impressed with that. That's very good. And of course, every once in a while, I did show you the filter at the beginning. You should blow the air filter out every once in a while, because it will get clogged, and that'll make it inefficient. As sucking the drawer in the air in, compressing it, and then sending it to the outlets. Alright. So the next thing is the wheels. Now I'm going to pre-assemble, well, actually I'll say that. Now what they've done is, I can see what they've done here. They've put, see, now most companies, a lot of companies, when you buy cheaper stuff, they never supply washers. Now they have. I'm well impressed with that. Excellent. Decent quality nuts. Very good. You get your wheel. Now you want the longest side facing towards the compressor. And simple as that. Just put that in there like that. One washer on this side. And then you put it through. I'm assuming on here. Now, this will be interesting. If we tilt this over carefully, make sure you can see that. I'm assuming you can see that. It actually drops in there nicely. Well, in fact, well, there you go. How easy do you want that, eh? Then put the other washer on the other side. Stabilise a little bit. Now fix the nut on. I'm not going to tighten it up right here, because I don't have a spanner on me right this second. And now I'm just going to drop the nut somewhere. Where did I drop it? Ah, there it is. Right, okay. So it's easy enough. You just put the nut on there. That. And job done. That's one. And we'll do the same to the other side. Now, this could be a little bit trickier. Could unbalance everything, but there you go. the longest side, you want heading towards the compressor. The nut just slides in there, easy enough. Washer, and you've got the spring washer there, which is what was on the other side, just so you can see that. And then we just drop everything. Right, that should be interesting. Yeah. Oh, there you go, that was easy. Okay, this is very easy to assemble, I've got to tell you. So for a layman who's not sure how to do this, this is very easy, I've got to tell you. Absolutely. So that's your wheels on. As I say, I'm going to tighten those up with a spanner. This is purely just for demonstration purposes only. And then near the front here we've got a rubber stopper and it's to stop it sliding along. So just tip it up, and if you can see that clearly, literally push the rubber stopper in like that, and that's it, it's in. One compressor, one sturdy compressor, come to that. Right, okay, I've now bolted the wheels on properly because I realised that if I just did them up hand tight, as soon as I started it, they would probably fall off and embarrass me on video. So I thought it better that I tighten them up correctly. You do need an open end spanner, and it's 18mm, and ideally an 18mm socket on the other side. So basically, I must stop saying that. You've got the nut this side, which will need an 18mm open end spanner, which I just said. Okay, there's a washer on this side and a washer on this side, flat washer, and then you've got the shakeproof washer behind that, and then the nut. Okay, and then on this side, ideally you want an 18mm socket. Okay, and do it up. Don't over tighten it, but do it up tight enough so it's not going to come loose. Now there is one thing I must stress about the oil. Now, as I did show you earlier on, there is a yellow notice saying about checking the oil. Now to check the oil, there is an oil level here. Now you see it's in the centre of that pip. That's exactly the right position where it should be. Don't take it for granted that this has been shipped with oil in it. Alright, always check, because on occasions, you never know, somebody could have forgotten to put oil in it when it was made. So it's not worth taking the risk of seizing up the compressor because it took you 2 minutes to check it and you didn't bother. Alright, so check it. It should be in the middle of that spot, no higher and no lower. Okay, now periodically, if you use this compressor regularly, you should check that level. If you're going to use it most of the week or something, then check it once a week, or if you're going to use it, check it at least once a day. It takes you 2 minutes to look at it, and it's worth to stop all the heartache of the compressor itself seizing up. Okay, right, next bit is to replace the shipping stopper, which the one they mentioned in the yellow ticket that I showed you earlier. They've basically filled it up to the level of oil, and then they've put this stopper in to stop the oil from coming out. You then replace it with this stopper. So we will now attempt to get that out once I've found the screwdriver, which I've put up here somewhere. Here we go. Right, now hopefully, let me just swap that over a minute. Okay, now hopefully this should come out easily. Okay then, yes, this will be interesting. Aha! Well, okay, maybe not. Right, Okay. Okay, right, I'm going to get a pair of tweezers or pliers. So give me. Well, I've got to tell you, I've just had a hell of a job getting it out of there. In fact, I was frightened it was actually going to slip in. Wow, that was well in there, that. So yeah, be careful when you go to take that out. Be really careful, because if it goes inside the compressor, if it goes inside the crankcase, well then we're talking a whole lot of aggro to try and get it out. All this side plate would have to come off and everything. You have to drain the oil out and everything. So you don't really want to go there. So yeah, be careful how you take this out. You might need a screwdriver and a pair of cutters like you see here to actually get it out. It's in there quite hard. But enough of worrying about that. If I just hand over, we'll now get the proper stopper. There's the stopper, the filler cap. It's got these two rubber O-rings on it. You want to make sure that they're in good condition. Alright, and you just push it in. There you go. Wow. Yep. You might have to turn it a little bit. Oh, wow. Okay. Right, that's in there. Oil level is checked. Switch is in the off position, which is down. Okay. So, as far as I can see, we've checked everything and gone over everything. So let's plug it in. Okay, we're plugged in. Now the only thing underneath, as I said, there is a drainage plug. Now you need to make sure that that is done up reasonably tight. Let's have a look here. Yeah, not a lot of space underneath this for doing that, I must admit. Right, there's a little cork there. Oh, I see. Right, there's a little dust cover on there to stop it getting dirt in it. Now, it looks like it's all tight, so this shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Right, well, let's give it a run up and see how we go. So, pull it up with your fingers. Now, I don't know if you can hear me, but when it reaches the desired pressure, it will automatically shut off. Which is probably about 110 psi. There you go. Spot on, 110 psi. That wasn't a bad guess at all. There you go. There's a slight differentiation there between two gauges now. Right, okay, no, I get it. What's happened here is you've got one gauge which is the tank pressure, and you've got one which is your output pressure. You can see you can adjust that using the knob, using the control. You tighten it up. There you go. So that's very responsive, and it's a lovely size control on there. Very easy to operate. They've thought of most things, you know. That's very good. Excellent. I'm well impressed with that. and it didn't take long to pump up either. So you don't need to over tighten that. Once you've got it up, once you've got it up to full pressure there, you don't need to keep screwing it up, otherwise you will damage the valve inside. But there's no leaks. Seems to be completely quiet, which is how it should be, being a brand new compressor. That's very good. Excellent. Now of course, if you start using it, this gauge will start to drop, and then eventually the tank pressure gauge will drop, and the threshold, whatever this switch is set to, it will start pumping up again. Probably about 90 psi, it'll probably start pumping up again. But I'm going to do another video showing you the actual compressor in operation. I've got quite a few jobs that I could do with using this compressor for. I'm going to do a spray job. I've got the sprayer coming tomorrow, so I shall do a video of that and show you what's going on with that. So that's about it from me. As I say, I'm very impressed with this. So far so good, but the proof will be in the pudding. Hopefully tomorrow I'll upload a video showing you in use. So if you like this video, please give it a like, and give it a thumbs up, and there will be more videos being posted, okay, and we'll follow the progress of this compressor. I hope it will help you make a decision about buying one, because I must admit I'm absolutely impressed with this, and I'm glad I've bought it. As I say, I've dealt with a lot of compressors in my time, because I've been a fitter and such like in the hire business, so I know good quality when I see it, and so far so good. So watch this space, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so it's goodbye from me. Take care. Bye.